Sir Endo and his DiaPal, Pads the positivity Panda, set off northwest toward Levelton. The sun shone brightly as they left HCPHQ, the road stretching before them. Pads, eager and full of energy, bounced beside Endo. Halfway to Levelton, Pads froze. Oh no, he had forgotten his honeycomb bamboo bites. No time to turn back now. Oh well, he thought. I'll get another one at the sugar shop in Levelton. A gust of wind rolled over the path and the sky darkened. Rain, heavy, relentless. Endo pulled up his hood, water rolling off his armor. Pads had no such luck. Drenched and shivering, he shook himself off, but it was no use. He sighed and kept walking. Then, slip. Pads' legs went out from under him and mud exploded everywhere. Endo stopped, extended a hand. Pads, now looking like a mud monster, accepted the help. He sighed again. Maybe there's a bath at the Levelton Inn. The inn was closed. Oh well, the bathhouse was open. Pads checked his satchel pocket for his coins. Oh no, the pocket was open and empty. They must have fallen out in the mud. No warm bath for Pads. Instead, Pads fetched a bucket of well water to wash off the worst of the mud. As he emptied it, something sparkled. Coins. Just enough for a snack from the sugar shop. Pads skipped inside and found the last honeycomb bamboo bite. He walked out with his bite and a smile, only to freeze. Candy chomper rabbits surrounded him, tiny, fluffy thieves with an unstoppable appetite. Pads barely had time to react before... Snatch! A rabbit grabbed his treat and took off. Pads chased them into the woods, but the tiny thieves vanished. Then a new scent caught his nose. Honey. His stomach growled. He hurried toward a nearby bush and reached in to grab whatever he could, only to hear a deep buzzing. Then they emerged. The busy bees. Large, suited-up insects carrying briefcases. Before Pads could run, they bashed him with paperwork and meeting schedules. Pads sprinted full speed back to Levelton, bees in pursuit. Endo, waiting at the road, watched as the swarm finally retreated to their work. Endo sighed.
Why don't we rest here, Pads? You've been through enough.
But Pads shook his head. He wasn't giving up. He continued on down the road. Pads spotted something ahead. A young girl surrounded by gluco gremlins. She grabbed something and ran into the woods. Pads and Endo chased after her. They found her stuck in a muddy ditch beside a tiny, shivering hypohogger DiaPal. Pads, already covered in mud, jumped right in. He dragged them both out, coughing, soaked but smiling. The girl gasped.
You saved us. Thank you.
Pads felt a warm glow inside. Then he looked down at the hypohogger, who rummaged through his own tiny satchel. The hedgehog looked up at Pads, then held something out. Pads' favorite snack. As he finally sat down to enjoy it, he grinned. Endo looked at Pads.
Bad days don't last forever, and sometimes they lead to new friends.